Record fuel prices in India, yet another hike. And it's not just fuel but taxes that are higher. 147% taxes for petrol, 113% for diesel, and that's not it. CNG, PNG prices also rise sharply. Talking about things going high, 100% cutoff for top courses in Delhi University. From commerce to economics, from SRCC to Hansraj. Mission admission turning into mission impossible for many. I will do tukde of the BJP, says the new inductee in the Congress party, Kanhaiya Kumar, in an exclusive chat to NDTV. Is Air India going to be sold to the Tata Group? Well, that's the buzz, as Tatas are at the moment the highest bidder for the national carrier, from JRD to Ratan Tata, full circle coming in for Air India. Mukesh Ambani, Asia's richest, Gautam Adani only at number 2. Adani at number 2 spot, as wealth has grown almost 4 times. And who would have thought about this? A former Mumbai police top cop has gone missing. This as a political row emerges over his disappearance. Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor. Our top story tonight. Delhi University today released its first cut-off list for the undergraduate admissions, with at least 9 courses. Hear that again, 9 courses, including political science, computer science, all needing a cutoff of 100%. Now, this includes colleges like SRCC, economics there, commerce, Hansraj, Ramjas, for both even BSc physics going to 100% cutoff there. Hindu College, their honours in the political science course, 100% cutoff. Even the Khalsa College, a regular BCom, to get there, you need 100%. Deen Dayal Upadhyay, BSc Honours, Computer Science, 100%. Even Shahid Sukhdev College, if you want to do business studies, BSc Honours, Computer Science, well, you need 100% marks. So is this mission admission or mission impossible? Listen in.
One of the most prestigious and largest universities across the country, Delhi University, today released its first cutoff list. And it has come as a shocker for a lot of students, a lot of brilliant students who have put in a lot of hard work, have scored quite well. But looking at the cutoff, they are not sure whether they will be getting their dream colleges or not. Many are even thinking that whether they will be getting admission at all or not. As far as the applications are concerned, there have been over 350,000 applications this year for the Delhi University, highest ever. And there are around 70,000 courses for undergraduate students. We have some very brilliant students here with us. We'll try and speak to them and try to understand that what exactly are their opinions. Kushagra here. Kushagra, how much have you scored, and which college were you hoping to get admission in, and were you able to?
Yeah, so my best 4 subjects percentage is 99%, and my dream college was SRCC, Sri Ram College of Commerce, and I was aiming for the BCom Honours cutoff for the BCom Honours course. But today the first cutoff has been released, and I see that not leaving SRCC, any of the North Campus colleges, I cannot even get into any of them. So I am just trying to search to get into which of the South Campus colleges, because I feel SRCC remains still a dream for me right now.
I scored 97.25. I was hoping for a BA Honours in history, right, from Hansraj College, or one of the top 3, so to speak, in St. Stephen's, Hindu and Kirodi Mal, right. But the whole issue at hand is that the cutoffs are so high this year, right, that students cannot even hope to go to their dream colleges, at least in the first cutoff. So now I will be definitely waiting for the second cutoff so that it lowers just a bit.
Despite several statements from the Delhi University of stabilizing the number of marks required to get admission in the university, things remain the same. With camera person Sachin Gupta, I'm Akshay Dongre, 20 TV.
And talking about high numbers over there, petrol and diesel prices have touched another record across the country as global oil prices hover at a 3-year high as well. But that's not what's making your fuel more expensive. It's actually taxes. You already knew that perhaps, but how much? Let's break it down for you. For petrol, taxes at the moment of the amount you pay is 147%. And for diesel, 113%.
Sales executive Rahul is tired of the same old story that petrol in Chennai is more expensive today because crude prices are up. Also, this physiotherapist struggling to balance her home budget with a static income and rising fuel price.
We can't tell our clients to pay us more because of the fuel prices. Being in a middle class family, for us it's very tough.
Prices are hitting 100 every day, whereas the few people's earning is in a single day is comparatively like 200 to 300.
While petrol is still below the 100 rupee mark in Chennai, in Kolkata it is up by 30 paise today to hit 102.49, 5 rupees cheaper than Mumbai's 107.95. Nina's transport business is so badly hit by COVID and the fuel hike, she is cutting costs every which way.
We have 2 cars. Nowadays we just run only 1 car. Every day we are petrol is raising and so difficult. And after COVID, and the work is not going so well. We left drivers also 1 year back only.
Among the 4 metros, Mumbai is worst hit. The middle class hit the hardest, and there is anger.
मैं समझता 100 तक जाएगा, अभी 107 तक गया। तो हम लोग को अभी मुश्किल है, किधर भी बाहर जाना है तो हम लोग क्या ज़्यादा लंबा ही नहीं जाता है। भाजपा था 10 रुपये बढ़ा था तो पूरा हंगामा करता था, अभी हर टाइम बढ़ रहा है तो कुछ नहीं बोल रहा है अभी।
Fuel prices rose last year too. Petrol by 11%, diesel by 9%. But in 2021, both petrol and diesel are up by 22%, burning a bigger hole in the pocket than ever before. With Bureau Inputs, Monideepa Banerjee, NDTV.
Now, India had warned about this, and it may just be about to happen, a tit-for-tat quarantine for people arriving from United Kingdom. Now, sources tell NDTV that starting Monday, that's the 4th of October, British citizens arriving in India will face a mandatory 10-day quarantine irrespective of their vaccination status. They have to undertake 3 RT-PCR tests within 72 hours before travel, on arrival at the airport, and on day 8 after arrival as well. A mandatory quarantine at home or in the designated address for about 10 days after arrival in India. And this is quite different from what they have to do currently, because as passengers arriving from UK currently just have to undergo an RT-PCR test once in India, next in UK. Meanwhile, this comes at a time when a fresh statement has come in from the British High Commission saying that continuing to engage with the Government of India. The High Commission spokesperson said that UK is continuing to work on expanding policy to countries in a phased approach, and also to engage with the Government of India on technical cooperation to expand UK recognition of vaccine certificate to people, also that vaccinated by a relevant public health body in India. Now, this issue has been raised at several levels and now escalated to this one. Moving on to some political news today. I am tukde for the BJP, and I will do tukde of the BJP. That's what Congress's Kanhaiya Kumar told NDTV today. Congress's Kanhaiya Kumar, that will take a while getting used to, but this is what he said in that exclusive chat.
ये सवाल आपसे कई बार लोगों ने पूछ भी लिया होगा कि आप आए हैं तो वो पूरा JNU केस, वो सारा टुकड़े गैंग, वो सारे आरोप अब
नहीं
आ गए हैं कि अब कांग्रेस ने टुकड़े गैंग को अपने उसमें पार्टी में ले लिया है।
नहीं, ये सवाल में ना अब कोई ट्रैक्शन नहीं बचा है। आज तो जी न्यूज आया था हमारा बाइट लेने के लिए, सुदर्शन टीवी आया था, तो हम डेमोक्रेटिक आदमी हैं, उनको भी बाइट दे दिए, भले जो है मोदी जी NDTV को बाइट नहीं देते हों, तो उसमें अब कोई ना ट्रैक्शन नहीं बचा है। इसलिए ट्रैक्शन नहीं बचा है क्योंकि मैं ना इससे भाग नहीं रहा हूँ, मैंने इसको ऑन कर लिया है।
Right.
आरोप किसका है? श्रीनिवास जी का तो नहीं है। आरोप किसका है? भाजपा का है। हाँ हूँ टुकड़ा टुकड़ा, किसका टुकड़ा टुकड़ा करूंगा? तुम आरोप लगा रहे हो ना, तुम्हारा टुकड़ा टुकड़ा करूंगा, और तुम देश नहीं हो। भाजपा कह रही है टुकड़ा टुकड़ा गैंग, भाजपा के लिए टुकड़ा टुकड़ा है, भाजपा का टुकड़ा टुकड़ा करेंगे।
नहीं बट कन्हैया, केस तो अभी है, चार्जशीट है।
हाँ चार्जिस है, चल रहा है, वो जो है चलेगा, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि इस देश में सच को सच न्यायालय में साबित करने में वक्त लगता है। तो मुझे कोई जल्दबाजी नहीं है, मेरी दाढ़ी थोड़ी अभी सफेद हुई है, मोदी जी की हुई है, हमको तो उम्र है, वो आ जाएगा।
आपको ये नहीं लगता
6 साल हुए हैं, 6 साल नहीं 10 साल में, 16 साल में वो साबित हो जाएगा कि हम देश से प्यार करने वाले लोग हैं। देश के खिलाफ जो बात कहीं बोली जाएगी उसके समर्थक हम न कभी थे न रहेंगे, तो साबित हो जाएगा। लेकिन उसके चलते, भाजपा के आरोप के चलते हम अपनी लड़ाई रोक देंगे, ये संभव नहीं है। हम डिफेंसिव नहीं ऑफेंसिव होकर के इस सवाल को लेंगे, और ऑफेंसिव होकर के लेते हैं।
तो आप कह रहे हो कि जब टुकड़े टुकड़े का आरोप लगाया जाता है, आप कहते हो कि हम
हैं,
आपका हैं, आप
हाँ, देश का नहीं भाजपा का करेंगे।
राइट,
क्लियर कट एकदम। और सरगना अगर कहा जाएगा तो मुझे खुशी होगी और मुझे गर्व होगा कि भाजपा मुझे टुकड़ा टुकड़ा का सरगना कहती है, और भाजपा का हम टुकड़ा टुकड़ा करेंगे।
To Punjab now, and the new Punjab Chief Minister, after almost sorting out the divide that was in the Congress party in its Punjab unit, he was in the national capital today and he met with the Prime Minister after resuming that position for the first time. In particular, he demanded the paddy procurement begin immediately. He also said that he's discussed MSP and other issues with the Prime Minister.
मैं आज माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी से मिला। मुख्यमंत्री बनने के बाद पहली बार ये एक कर्टसी कॉल थी। मैंने 3 बातें उनके समक्ष रखी हैं। पहले जो प्रोक्योरमेंट है वो 1 से शुरू होती है, 1 अक्टूबर से, लेकिन इस बार केंद्र सरकार ने उसको 10 अक्टूबर से कर दिया है। मैंने उनको रिक्वेस्ट की है कि आप इसको अभी शुरू करवाएं। मैंने उनको कहा है कि जो ये 3 बिल का झगड़ा है इसको ख़त्म करो। किसानों से मैंने उनको डायलॉग शुरू करने की बात की है, जो पिछले समय से टूटा हुआ है, क्योंकि डायलॉग से ही बात हल होगी।
In fact, the delay in the paddy procurement is an issue that has been picked up by the farm unions as well. In fact, they condemned the government decision today and saying that farmers of Punjab, Haryana will now hold a protest on Saturday on this regard. The BJP, JJP MLAs, MPs and the DC offices will be gheraued, is what they have said in a statement, also saying that steps towards depriving farmers right to sell their crops, and this is yet another issue with which they will take on the government. In fact, their leader Rakesh Tikait even tweeted about this, saying that tomorrow for starting paddy procurement in Haryana and Punjab, there will be a gherao of the house of BJP, JJP MLAs in Haryana and agitation at the DC office of Punjab. And talking about farmers there, while Supreme Court today lashed out at the farmers groups protesting the 3 agricultural laws, saying that they have strangulated the entire city, talking about the national capital, and blocked highways. The farmers' body, that is the Kisan Mahapanchayat, had sought permission from the Supreme Court to hold a satyagrah at Jantar Mantar, the designated protest site, but the Supreme Court did not take to it very kindly. You have strangulated the entire city. Strong observations by the Supreme Court against the farmers' protest at the Delhi borders. While hearing a fresh plea by a Rajasthan-based farmers group for a protest at Jantar Mantar, which is Delhi's designated site with 200 participants, a 2-judge bench of Justice A.M. Khanvilkar and Justice C.T. Ravikumar said, "You have strangulated the entire city and now you want to come inside the city and protest here." The residents around, are they happy with the protest? This business should stop. You block highways and then say protest is peaceful. Once you have approached the courts challenging the law, what is the point of continuing the protest? First, file an affidavit that you are not part of a protest that is blocking the national highways. The petitioners say they will inform court that they have already parted ways with the farmers group blocking the highways.
26 जनवरी की घटना ने हमको आहत किया। शांतिपूर्ण अपना आंदोलन करेंगे, शांति के साथ अपनी बात कहेंगे, सत्य के आधार पर कहेंगे, असत्य का सहारा नहीं लेंगे।
Top farmers leaders, however, say jams and chaos are because of the police.
हमने हाईवे रोक रखे, हाईवे पुलिस ने ब्लॉक कर रखे, हमने नहीं कर रखे। सिंगू बॉर्डर पे भी गाड़ियां अंदर तक चल रही है। अगर आगे के बॉर्डर हटा दें तो गाड़ी आगे निकल जाएगी।
The Supreme Court today made it clear that the farmers cannot continue with their demands at the cost of difficulties for the general public. The next hearing of the case will take place on Monday. In New Delhi, this is Sukirti Dwivedi for NDTV.
All right, let's take you to the big fascinating story of the day, and it's got to do with the future of Air India as well. As one of the highest bidders that have come in for Air India has been the Tata Group. They have been the highest bidder for the national carrier, and from JRD to Ratan Tata, it is really a full circle over there for Air India. It comes at a time when the Tata Sons SpiceJet promoter Ajay Singh bid for Air India. The big announcement to transfer of Air India to Tata's is expected quite soon. And at the moment, the Air India debt assets are over 60,000 crores. The new owner expected to absorb around 23,000 crores of that debt. The tweet that came in said that media reports indicating approval of financial bids by Government of India in the Air India disinvestment case are incorrect. Media will be informed about the government decision as and when it is taken. So we wait for that. But so far, this is what we are picking up from the bids that came in. News from Mumbai now, and who would have thought this day would come when a former cop of Mumbai, the top cop there, has gone missing. Nobody knows where he is. Is he in Russia? Is he in Dubai? And all of this happening as a political row over Parambir Singh's disappearance continues.
Once Mumbai's top cop, now Mumbai's most wanted, former City Police Commissioner Parambir Singh, accused of lapses in handling a fake terror plot aimed at the Ambanis, is now said to have fled India. Possible destinations include Russia and Dubai.
हम भी उनको ढूंढ रहे हैं, वो कहाँ मिलेंगे। इनपुट ऐसे ही है कि वो होंगे या नहीं होंगे। एक्चुअली एक गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसर होने के कारण उन्होंने अगर देश के बाहर जाना है तो गवर्नमेंट की अनुमति लेना आवश्यक है।
The case of the missing Parambir Singh is now a full-blown political fight, with government ally the Congress now asking why Parambir Singh hadn't been arrested earlier, with a dig at both the state and the centre.
कांग्रेस की तरफ से हमने बयान दिया था कि अगर मैं सरकार रहता तो मैं पहले परमवीर सिंह को अरेस्ट करता। राज्य सरकार को बदनाम करने के लिए जब इस आईपीएस अधिकारी का दुरुपयोग करने का काम जो केंद्र सरकार ने किया था, मामला सामने न आए और इसको इसलिए परमवीर सिंह को विदेश पलायन करने में केंद्र सरकार का हाथ है।
जो मंत्री ये उगाही कर रहे थे, उनके आकाओं के नाम जांच एजेंसियों के सामने परमवीर सिंह न बताए, क्या उसी डर के कारण, उसी भय के कारण उन आकाओं ने परमवीर सिंह को छुपाया है?
The controversial Parambir Singh first hit headlines during the arrest of Sadhvi Pragya during the probe into the 2008 Malegaon blasts case. His tenure as Mumbai Police Commissioner saw high-profile cases like the fake TRP scam and his close aide, tainted encounter specialist Sachin Vaze, being reinstated in the police force. In February this year, a car with gelatin sticks was found near the residence of India's richest man, industrialist Mukesh Ambani. Parambir Singh gave the case to Vaze. But India's top anti-terror agency, the National Investigation Agency, took over the probe and made startling revelations leading to Vaze's arrest and Parambir Singh's removal. Vaze was named as the key conspirator in planting the gelatin sticks in a car and then killing Mansukh Hiren, who owned the car. Hiren was seen with Vaze on CCTV footage. Former encounter specialist Pradeep Sharma, also a key conspirator in the murder of Mansukh Hiren, according to the NIA. The NIA filed a charge sheet in the case that raises questions about Parambir Singh's role, though it has not named him as an accused. Meanwhile, it's not just Parambir Singh who disappeared. Also missing is the state's former Home Minister, who has managed to evade the Enforcement Directorate since it began a probe into allegations made by Parambir Singh himself. Today, a court said he must appear before it on November 16th. Parambir Singh had made allegations of corruption and extortion against former Home Minister Anil Deshmukh, leading to his resignation. It's unbelievable that a former Home Minister and his former Police Commissioner are both missing and not responding to summons. This as the Congress and the BJP throw allegations at each other of political interference and meddling. In Mumbai with camera person Praveen G. Rohit, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
All right, that's all you could pack in this edition. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.